Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to learn about DNA fingerprinting. So what is DNA fingerprinting? DNA fingerprinting, it is a chemical test which show the genetic makeup of a person, human, animal or plant. Okay, so DNA fingerprinting, it is also called as DNA profiling. It is the process to determine the DNA or individual DNA characteristics. This is one of the method for cell line identification. As I told, DNA fingerprinting, this method we can use for the cell line identification also and cell line determination also, or a molecule determination. Why molecule determination? Because DNA is nothing but what? Molecule. So we are determining the DNA molecule. After that we are going to determine the cell by determining this DNA molecule by using DNA fingerprinting or DNA profiling method. Before going to start this DNA profiling, we required some stepwise process. Okay, so in this DNA fingerprinting or DNA profiling, we required electrophoresis also and Southern blotting technique also, plus autoradiography. So that we will see here. So Southern blotting is a laboratory technique used to detect a specific DNA sequence in a blood or tissue sample. So for the sample, for the DNA, we are using the sample blood or tissue sample. From that we are going to isolate our DNA. Okay, and by following the Southern blotting and electrophoresis technique, we are going to separate out the DNA on the basis of their molecular densities. So first step in this is what? Collection of samples. So we are collecting our samples from blood or tissue sample. Okay, after collecting the sample, next step is what? Extraction of DNA. Whichever DNA present in the sample you have to extract, you have to separate out. Okay, next to this extraction method is what? Cleavage. Cleavage of DNA by RE. It means restriction endonuclease enzyme. Cleavage means cutting. So this genome, this DNA, we are going to cut into fragments by using the restriction endonuclease enzyme. Okay, after cutting, after making the fragments of this genome, fragments of this DNA, next step is gel electrophoresis. So that separated fragments we are going to perform for the gel electrophoresis. Okay, we are going to load for the gel electrophoresis. So gel electrophoresis, in this gel electrophoresis we are going to separate out the DNA fragments on the basis of their molecular charges, on the basis of their sizes and on the basis of their molecular densities. Okay, next to this gel electrophoresis, next step is Southern blotting technique. So Southern blotting techniques, it is specific for DNA. Okay, you can use the blotting technique for protein also, but there is another technique, is nothing but Northern blotting technique we are using for the protein separation. But here in case of DNA we are using Southern blotting technique. Okay, so here in this Southern blotting we are using some cellulose papers, nitrocellulose paper, that is responsible to take up these bands from the gel on that paper. Okay, nitrocellulose paper. Next to this, autoradiography of obtained DNA. So whichever bands obtained on nitrocellulose papers, that bands we are going to observe by using autoradiography. Without autoradiography, you cannot see the fragments or bands of DNA. For the visualization of DNA, we required autoradiography. So in this autoradiography, it develops the and visualize DNA fingerprints. So it make easy to see, to visualize the DNA present on that nitrocellulose paper. Understood? Next we will see. So electrophoresis, as I told, electrophoresis, it is a technique commonly used for Separation of DNA molecule, not only DNA molecule, you can separate RNA molecule, protein molecule on the basis of their sizes. Okay. So next, gel electrophoresis. So gel electrophoresis, it means here we are using the gel, agar gel. Okay. So it is a technique commonly used in laboratory to separate charged molecule like DNA, RNA and proteins according to their charges. So this is, see here, this is the electrophoresis tank. Okay, here power supply, and this is your electrophoresis tank. So in this electrophoresis tank, buffer solution we are loading to maintain the pH of this. Okay. So there is a place to keep this agar gel inside this tank. This is your agar gel. Okay. So in this agar gel, see here the wells are present. We are making the wells on this agar gel to load our sample. Okay. So in this wells we are going to load our samples on the basis of their charges, on the basis of their molecular density. This sample and molecules present in that sample get separate out toward this direction from negative to positive. See here, this black electrode is negative and here red color positive electrode. Both electrodes are attached to this power supply. Okay. So when you are switch on this power supply, the migration of your molecules takes place from negative to the positive. Why negative to positive? Positive. Here negative is what? DNA. DNA is negative in nature. So that move toward positive electrode. So direction is negative to positive. Understood? So on the basis of their molecular densities, these fragments get separated on this gel. So after this, we are going to perform further southern blotting technique where we are using nitrocellulose paper. So when you are using nitrocellulose paper, the band separated on this gel that stick to that nitrocellulose paper, and that nitrocellulose paper we are going to observe by using autoradiography technique. Understood? So illustration of DNA electrophoresis equipment. This is the equipment we are using for the DNA electrophoresis, for the separation of DNA fragments on the basis of their size and on the basis of their molecular density. Here we are using the gel. Okay, for what? To load the sample. A gel sits within a tank of a buffer. So this electrophoresis tank is filled up with buffer solution. DNA samples are placed in wells at one end of the gel and an electrical current passed across the gel. So here we are preparing wells on this gel so that we can load our samples here. So direction of this sample toward the positive electrode. Here negative electrode and positive electrode. So negative electrode, DNA having with negative charge on their surface, so they try to move toward the positive electrode. So direction of movement is negative to the positive. Okay. Next, after finishing electrophoresis process, we are removing the gel from the electrophoresis tank and blotting with nitrocellulose filter paper. Okay, as this gel surface now after electrophoresis having with DNA fragments on the surface of this gel. So we are sandwiching this nitrocellulose filter paper and this gel. So DNA fragments present on this gel surface can transferred on nitrocellulose filter paper. See here at the end there is a presence of your electrophoresis gel. After that this yellowish color is nothing but your nitrocellulose filter paper. On the surface of this nitrocellulose paper we are keeping the blotting papers. Okay, due to weight of this, whichever DNA fragments are present on gel can transfer on your nitrocellulose filter paper. So after you have to remove this blotting paper. Now here your DNA transferred on filter paper. From this gel, now DNA fragments are transferred on this nitrocellulose filter paper. After removing this nitrocellulose filter from this sandwich, we are going to proceed for the hybridization. So hybridization process, in this we are using the probe. Hybridization by using the probe. Probes nothing but what? Small DNA fragments or sequences opposite to what? Target DNA. So for the detection, we are labeling this probe with fluorescence, or you can label with the chromogenic dyes. It means it can detect easily through the color effect, right? Next is probe hydrolyzed or hybridized to complementary DNA sequences. As I told, probe nothing but small DNA sequences opposite to your target DNA. So it will match the DNA sequences. The complementary pairing is occur here. Next, we are exposing this filter paper to autoradiography. In this autoradiography, visually you can see the DNA fragments which are separated. Understood? So this is the Southern blotting process. Next is isoenzyme analysis that we will see in next lecture. Till that, take care. Thank you.